welcome to this tutorial, and we're going to learn how to deploy a Ruby on Rails application on AWS, and we are going to make use of some couple of services, that is EC2 instance. We're also going to have a database on AWS, so that should work as well. So we are going to do basically everything in the cloud. Yeah, this should be interesting. I'm still fairly new to this, and I did learn a while back recently, and I decided to do this tutorial to share what I learned with you guys. Yeah, it was really hard getting these resources. Yeah, so I just want to make it available for anyone else planning to do the same. Yeah, so basically in this tutorial, I've divided it into some parts. So the first part will just be setting up an EC2 instance, and we'll just connect to it, basically SSH, and see what's available there. In the next tutorial, we are going to set up Passenger, which is an application server, and Nginx, and deploy and ship our Rails code into the EC2 instance and set up everything. And then the other tutorial will be to set up our database. Sorry about that. And basically set up a connection where our EC2 instance should be to enable our EC2 instance to communicate with our database internal. And then yeah, I think that should be it, and finalize so that we can access it from anywhere, access our application from anywhere. Yeah, so we'll just do everything in the cloud. So let's begin with setting up our instance. So I'm logged in to AWS. Let me just start from the beginning. Yeah, so we have our console here, and these are all the services provided by AWS. There are so many. So what you're concerned for now is compute. So you're going to start with EC2 instance. So you can see it's a virtual servers in the cloud. Let's click open. Yeah, so let's start setting up. So we'll start by clicking launch instance. Yeah, so to load up all the instances. So you have a lot of instances that you can choose from. So we'll just move forward with Ubuntu server 18.04 LTS. Let's click select. For the choose an instance type, we're going to work with a general purpose T2 micro. That's free tier eligible. So you're going to click next, configure instance details. So we're going for this because we're just learning. We're just going to use the default whatever. We're just going to leave the default values. We're not going to do any extra work. Next, click add storage. Again, here we are going to use whatever we are provided with. So 8 GB, that's enough. And then add tags. For that, you can just leave it blank as it is again. So this is the most important part. So let's configure security group. So security group is a set of firewall rules that control traffic for your instance. So either you want to, this way you now configure how you want your instance to communicate with other services, or how you want connections to your instance configured. So just going to give it a name. Just going to call it security group. Just one SG1, and then by default you are given this SSH. So this is a way. So you are going to use SSH to connect to this instance from our local machine. So just going to leave that as it is. Port 22 custom, and then click review and launch. So this is basically everything: our instance, security groups, details, storage, and tags. So click launch. So for the key pair, you also need to pay close attention to this. Click create new pair. I'm just going to call it what do you call this? Demo pair, and then download key pair. So here it is. So this pair, we are going to use this pair that we downloaded to connect to our instance. Next, click launch instance. Oh, we have a problem. So okay, so you can go back previous. Just going to call it Rails demo SG. Let's rename it. I don't know why it refused that name. So launch. So we're going to use create new pair, demo pair. No, we had already created. So just going to stick with that key pair. So click launch instance. Yay, we made it. Click view instances. So this is our instance. It's getting initialized. So I'm just going to give it a name. Rails demo. Yep. Yes, so our instance is now running. Let's just give it some time to finish. I'm going to refresh. So let's try to connect to it. So if you want to connect your instance, you're going to have to choose. So for instance, right now I have 2 instances. This another one, and this one is what we created. So to connect, click connect, and you're given instructions on how to connect to your instance. To access your instance, open SSH, locate your private key file. So ours was demo pair, and then your key must not be publicly available for SSH to work. Okay, so we are given how to do this. We are going to run this command, and then we are also given our public DNS. So we'll use this later. So when we want to, after setting up everything completely, we'll use this URL to get access to our Rails application. And then, so this is how you're going to now SSH into your instance, so that you can do whatever you want, like setting up users, installing all necessary dependencies. So I'm just going to copy this. We're going to go into our terminal. So that's our ls, and then so this was our key. So we're going to press that command. So we get everything up and ready. And then now to SSH into our instance, we're going to copy this again. Press that into the terminal. I'm going to add that. Yes. Yeah, so you are inside the instance right now. As you can see, we've this name here, so it's Ubuntu. We're given our IP address. Yeah, so that's how you set up your instance, and this is how you access it. So in the next tutorial, I'll show you how to. We'll be installing dependencies in this instance. Installing. You're going to install passenger. You're going to set up Nginx. You're going to add in. You're going to set up users because you will not be. You can't run everything as a root user. That's potentially dangerous. So we'll have to create a separate user. We will also install Ruby and install Rails, upload our code into clone our code from GitHub into this instance and set it up so that we can be able to see it from our browser. Yeah, so that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.